Hey there, my name is Yevgraf and this is Drinking Cocktails with Dr. Cork. And today we are making 2-ingredient cocktails. There are plenty of famous 2-ingredient cocktails like gin and tonic, rum and coke, dry martini and many others, but the idea was to make something a little bit less obvious and more rare. So I'm going to make Fluffy Garibaldi, Dark and Stormy, Lillet Spritz and Godfather. Let's start with Lillet Spritz. Everyone knows Aperol Spritz, which is Aperol, a classic Italian aperitivo with sparkling wine and soda water. But I consider Lillet Spritz a more interesting cocktail. It's just Lillet, which is something like vermouth. It's not vermouth, but it's wine a little bit fortified with some spices and either sparkling wine or, as I prefer it, tonic water. It is incredibly simple to make. You need ice, 1 part Lillet. I am not going even to measure it because it's such a simple cocktail. And equal amount of your favorite tonic. Stir it a little bit to combine all the ingredients, all the 2 ingredients, and garnish with an orange chip. You can definitely use just an orange wheel. And here it is, Lillet Spritz. I love it. It's low ABV, it's refreshing, it's ideal for summer and hot weather, and even in the winter you can absolutely enjoy it. I know I can. The next 2-ingredient cocktail is Fluffy Garibaldi, classic Italian cocktail named after Giuseppe Garibaldi, an Italian revolutionary. He played an important role in the unification of Italy in 19th century, and its 2 ingredients are Campari, which is red because freedom fighters of Garibaldi wore red shirts. It symbolizes the north. And the bright color of orange juice symbolizes Sicily, which is the south. It was originally made in equal parts, 1 part Campari, 1 part orange juice, but in 2019 in New York bar Dante they invented their own version, which was called Fluffy Garibaldi. They had this type of juicer and they made juice from the whole orange, not like normal people do it with the citrus juicer. I don't have it, but I'll take my juice, put it in the blender so it becomes fluffy. The first thing we need to do is to squeeze juice from oranges. You can absolutely use just store-bought juice, but I think it's tastier this way. Orange juicer, juice. We're going to need about 4 ounces of orange juice, but I'll squeeze more just so I have some wiggle room in my blender. Now we take the blender container, and what I like to do is to strain the juice so it doesn't have too much pulp. If you like more pulpy juice, go ahead and skip this step. Close the lid and blend it. Just like 10 seconds is enough. The juice is now officially fluffy. Then we take a highball glass with ice, pour about 1.5 ounces of Campari and top it carefully with our fluffy juice. There is a lot of air inside the juice. It doesn't mix with Campari. About 4 or 5 ounces of orange juice. A glass straw. And here it is, the Fluffy Garibaldi. I know some people don't like Campari because of its bitter flavor, but combined with the sweetness and acidity of orange juice, it is a true classic. You can of course mix it so it's easier to drink. Great one. The next cocktail is Godfather. It was named after the famous Francis Ford Coppola movie and is made with Scotch whiskey and amaretto. We're going to need an old-fashioned glass and 2 ounces of Scotch. Now there are some variations about the proportions. Some people add the same amount of amaretto and this cocktail becomes very sweet. Some like it just a little bit, just like a dash, and everything in between. I like to add about half an ounce of amaretto. Stir the cocktail to dilute it a little bit and to make it colder, and garnish with orange peel. A little bit of essential oils, and here it is, the Godfather. It is strong because it's mostly Scotch, but a little bit sweeter and almondy, if you can say this. I like it, but a little bit more amaretto won't harm, if you like it on the sweeter side. And the last cocktail for today is Dark and Stormy. It consists of ginger beer, which is not ginger ale, and dark spiced rum. Actually, if you are making the proper version, you need to use Gosling's Black Seal rum, because they registered a trademark in 1991, which says that Dark and Stormy can be made only with their rum. But if you call it Dark and Stormy or add another apostrophe, you can use any rum. And no legal actions will be taken, hopefully. Firstly, we're gonna need a highball glass with ice, to which we are going to add about 5 ounces of ginger beer. The main difference between ginger ale and ginger beer is, of course, that ginger beer is pretty strong, tastes like ginger, and ginger ale is just a lemonade with a hint of ginger in the taste. Then we take our black spiced rum. You can use any kind, as I already said. And carefully add 2 ounces of it. It is also a good idea to add a little bit of lime juice, but it's against the rules of today's video, so I'm just going to garnish it with a lime wedge. And here it is, Dark and Stormy. This is a perfect cocktail, and if you didn't try it, you should. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe and ring the bell so you'll get notifications about our new videos. Also, I have an Instagram, you can check it out. There are written recipes of all the cocktails I make on this channel. My name is Dr. Cork. Bye bye. До свидания.